Welcome, dear viewers. We have with us Mr. Amit Samdariya, Deputy Commissioner, GST, Ministry of Finance, Government of India. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Sir, let me begin by asking you, sir, what is your overall experience of attending this summit?
I'm very excited about the concept of National Revenue Summit. It has brought on one platform all the revenue administrators as well as stakeholders, and not just tax revenue. It's all the dimensions of revenues, be it stamp duties, be it transport revenue, and all. So the idea, which is very organic, is that we need to maximize or optimize the revenue for the government, which needs to be deployed for the benefit of or the welfare of the people. So to bring all these stakeholders together on one platform in such a seamlessly organized event, this is simply amazing and wonderful. Thank you.
And what is your take on summit like this in terms of shaping the trends in the revenue sector, sir?
I'm sure we had exchange of ideas from administrators from across the states, central government, state governments, and even from private sector also. So these ideas will help shape policies in different states in and different areas. So I'm very optimistic that the end result will be very fruitful, and we will see some progressive development in the sector.
Sir, being a part of the GST team, what changes do you feel has happened since the inception of GST and in terms of formalization of economy, in terms of increasing tax compliances or generating revenue?
So, from my experience in GST, I can say that the last 6 years of story of GST has been a story of simplification of compliances and enabling technology for risk-based intervention rather than single swoop intervention or brute force. So we have had better compliance. People have been paying taxes on time. They are filing returns on time, and they are minimizing their tax discrepancies. And at the same time, the tax officers have been enabled with appropriate technology tools so that they can target their energy and efforts at risky entities and fraudulent taxpayers only, and so that their efforts bring maximum impact and effect in terms of revenue. So compliance, simplification, and technology-based interventions have been the major themes in the last 6 years, and the government is trying extensively to build further so that the small industry especially and trade in general can get a boost in the years to come.
And sir, what role can technology play in terms of mitigating revenue losses and optimizing revenue management?
So the idea is that technology is a great enabler. We can have nudging. We can nudge the taxpayers into filing timely returns by simple SMS on the due date. We are able to track movement of goods, movement of cargoes and trucks on the roads through linking of e-way bills with FASTag systems. We are now able to intimate automatically to the taxpayer when there is any discrepancy in their returns. So these types of technology-based interventions have allowed tax officers to come to the result quickly and bring a positive change. Rather than tax, what used to happen earlier is that tax officers used to call their major taxpayers that you should be filing your returns. You have not filed. The due date has passed, and request them to file the returns. That used to happen earlier. Now automated system-based interventions have been built so that they file returns, they can be monitored, and any discrepancies can be communicated without officers coming into contact with the taxpayers, so that the chances of harassment or complaints have been tackled to a large extent.
Sir, commercial tax has been the major contributor of revenue collections of any state. So, what more can be done to augment the contribution of other tax base like stamp duty or non-tax revenue base?
So, as in the summit, it was discussed that majority of revenue of the states come from the commercial taxes and excise. Other avenues are being explored extensively. Officers are being enabled with right tools. Policies are being framed so that the rising sectors are taxed appropriately, so that not to thwart their progress, but also to maximize revenue from them, so that there is a balance between how much you extract revenue and how much you support the sector. So various themes such as emerging technologies and emerging sectors of economy are being explored now, and I'm sure tomorrow is also extensive deliberations on non-GST, non-tax revenue sources. So we'll get a lot of ideas about those as well.
Last question, sir. India records highest tax buoyancy rate in April this year. Your input on this?
You see, 6 years of GST, 6 years of this indirect tax change, the average per month collection has been in excess of 1,60,000 crores and upwards, and it has been increasing. This is a result of increasing compliance among the taxpayers. Now taxpayers are filing returns timely, paying their taxes due, and the mismatches which used to happen earlier, they are being reduced so that the tax which is due to be paid is being paid now, increasingly being paid now. And at the same time, central government and state governments and tax authorities have been working in a very cooperative manner, so that any fraudsters or elements trying to defraud the exchequer are being nabbed, and we have been successful in catching numerous big rackets which have been siphoning off taxpayers' tax money, have been caught and are being brought to justice. So all these efforts have been paying results, and that is showing in the increasing tax revenues nowadays.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your valuable input.
Thank you.